awesome, guys? My name is Chris, and I'm the Algo Man here on TikTok and over on YouTube as well. Welcome to today's recap of the NASDAQ 100 futures. It is November 4th, 2025. Would you believe it, guys? November 4th. Unbelievable. Wow, I'm just like blown away by how fast this year's gone by, guys. Anyway, in today's recap of the NASDAQ 100, guys, we're putting market structure front and center again. And I know we just talked about this yesterday, but you guys know that this is one of those concepts that you really have to master. Because until you do, you're just going to keep chasing squirrels every time a candle wiggles. So today's session is another deep dive, not because we're repeating ourselves, but because we're refining our edge. We're going to take a fresh look at how structure shapes decision making, especially when paired with the right tools and timeframes. So here's what you're going to see. We're going to load the 60-minute and the 15-minute charts. That's our high-level market structure read. And on the 60-minute, we're going to be rolling with CYMO and PredictMO. And on the 15, we'll be watching CYMO and the integrating of the midnight open indicator and liquidity tracking tools that I've been building. All right, guys? These new tools, they are evolving fast. Spent all day working on them. We've added a couple of fresh features to the midnight open line indicator that kind of stretches from the global. What it does, guys, it just really stretches the global session context deeper into the U.S. trading day, okay? And then I've got the internal external liquidity tracker that's also shaping out to be one of the most important context tools we've built, all right, guys? But let me say this clearly. The foundation is still structure. So if you don't know which way the market wants to go, then all the scalping and cycle hunting in the world, guys, won't help. Now, this structure mapping, it's not for everyone, okay? If you're doing elephant hunting, this might not be your primary chart. Your 2-minute CYMO, along with ScalpMO and PredictMO, is still your bread and butter. So that's really important to keep in mind. But if you want to take your system a step further and ground your trades in structure, liquidity zones, and maybe high-level momentum shifts, and this is how you do it. I'm going to show you guys how again today, okay? The 60-minute gives you macro context. The 15 sharpens it. And once those two aligns, guys, that's when you go down to your 3-minute or 2-minute and look for your execution setup. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to break this down live. I'll show you how structure played out today, how the tools interacted, and how to use this flow as part of a larger system. Okay, and then we'll open the floor for any questions. Now, for those of you guys who are curious about the midnight marker indicator that we have, it's called the midnight open line indicator right here. This bad boy right here. What it does is that it plots the midnight open right here and it stretches it out all the way through to the opening session. But here's a couple of really cool things that I added to this tool that weren't available yesterday. Okay, so I sat down, I started to think, and I go, okay, there's a couple of features that I know you guys are going to ask me for, so I may as well just include them in there. Okay, so one of them is that we now have capabilities in this tool right here. Okay, it's only showing one line, and that's by default because I got the rest of them turned off, so it's not a bunch of, horizontal lines on the chart here. So in addition to plotting the midnight open line, you can plot the London low, the London high. You can plot the Asian range as well, so the Asian low and the Asian high, and you can plot the previous day low and the previous day high as well. All of those fully customizable, guys, where all you have to do is click one button and you can see the lines on the chart. You don't want your chart to be cluttered with all these lines. Just click a button and they're gone. That's simple, okay? But I'm giving you guys full customization of the tool with all those features included in this one little tool right here. So right now, I think I've only got one line plotted, and I think I've got the London low here, but the London low is not just showing, I don't think it's showing on the chart just yet, okay? So I just want to let you guys know that all those updates were done this morning, and I made a few other updates on the other tools that we have as well. So this, as I mentioned to you guys before, is going to be going out to you guys hopefully at the end of this month. Once I finish polishing the kinks, I will send it out to everyone, and this is going to be part of your package. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into what we need to see and do here, and the reason why you guys came here for the recap. All right, guys, so we're looking at the 60-minute chart right here. This is at about 8:30 in the morning. There's still a little bit of downside right there. I don't trade at 8:30 in the morning. You got to wait a little bit, but we're going to see where the signals happen on this 60-minute chart. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bingo. Let's go with it right here, okay? we're going to see exactly where the signals happen on this chart, and then flip over to your 15-minute chart, confirm. And then, of course, if you have a lower time frame chart, that's where you would turn to execute your entries, whether it's a 3-minute or a 2-minute, if you plan to integrate this system, okay? All right, this is the first clue right here, guys, that price is likely going to go up, okay? You've got the predictor going up. You've got cycle above the 0 line, and you've got momentum rising here from the bottom. So if I'm looking at this, guys, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I need to step down to the 15-minute chart for confirmation, okay? So this is not for hunting elephants. I wouldn't use it for hunting elephants unless you want to implement it as part of a confirmation process, and then you can use the hunting elephants. But the hunting elephants is pretty simple. You use the 1 minute to track the early onset of a trend. You use the 2-minute to confirm the trend. It's a pretty straightforward process. But if you see value in implementing the 60 and the 15 as part of a trickle-down approach, you can. It's probably a lot more stuff to look at, and I really don't think you need it. This is more for high probability cycle entries right here. So if the market's cycling, this is probably your go-to chart to do that right here. But I would keep the hunting elephants process as simple as we already have it, because it's very effective the way it's working, unless you want to implement additional confirmation as to which way the market's about to really take off. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about here today. So here's what you have here on the chart, guys. You got these 3 gray lines, a dashed line and 2 dotted lines right here. This represents the midnight open. This represents the London high, and this represents the London low right here. All right. And we just got a signal with PredictMO and CYMO here that price is likely to go up. So let's see what's happening here on our 15-minute. We don't have anything. Okay, you're going to get an advance warning on the 60, but you still don't have anything here on the 15-minute telling you that, yeah, price is likely to go. We do have cycle above 0, but momentum is still flat right there. So let's go ahead and run it and see where the signal comes. Now, any type of pullback to the downside, I'm not taking that, because if my bias is that the market is actually moving higher based off the 60-minute, I don't want to take short trades on the 15. It's only going to be in the direction of the bias. In this case, we're looking for a long entry on this chart here on the 15. So we just let it bounce around, guys, right here. And this is where your patience is going to wear thin sometimes, because you're going to see it moving high and you're going to say, okay, well, that's the confirmation bar. It's not. You don't have anything here showing you that this is a trade to the upside. This would be the entry to your upside right there. And the reason that you're going to take this to the upside is because cycle and momentum just pivoted up right there, guys. Okay. Momentum is coming in from the bottom. You had a nice little pivot here to the upside. So that would be your entry to go long on this trade. Now, this is a cycle trade, and you know that this is a cycle trade because momentum is following cycle right here. And the moment that these two kiss goodbye, that is really the end of the move, okay? You also have an internal range liquidity zone, which is right here that, price just broke through, okay? And that's exactly what this pink line represents. It's a liquidity zone right there. And see this crossing? Okay, this is where you would take the trade off. Okay, that's where I would take the trade off.
Order filled.
Right there. Okay, bingo, you're done. Simple trade to the upside. Now, of course, you're not going to execute the trade on the 15-minute. You're going to step down to your 3-minute chart and pull the trigger and then take the trade to the upside. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to bring back our 60-minute chart right here. And if you could tell, this hit the London high right here, guys, okay? That just hit the London high right there. Let's see what happens. And what we're looking for is PredictMO crossing below the 0 line. It's funny how price just kind of stalled right there at the London high, right? Okay, right here, guys, we just got a break in structure to the downside. Okay, the predictor is telling you that price is likely to go down, okay? And if price is likely to go down, I'm looking for trades to the short side, not the upside, okay? I'm gonna go over here to our 15-minute chart and see if we see any potential entries to the short side right here, okay? And from what I can see, yeah, we do have a setup right here to go short, guys. This would be a setup right there to go short.
Order filled.
Right on that candle, okay? The reason why, it's because we've got momentum coming out from the upside. We've got cycle already below 0, so that is an entry to go short. And this happened almost about the same time as we got the signal on the higher time frame on the 60, we got a signal here on the 15 as well. Now what this is right here, guys, this is a level of external range liquidity, and I explained all of that, and I put a nice little write-up for you guys inside the Discord explaining what all this meant yesterday. If you guys want to go ahead and read that in the chart recap channel, you can. It's just for context. So remember, guys, this is the London high, this is the London low, this is the session open right here at midnight. Wow, okay, so you got a cyclic cross right here, guys, okay, which is nice. You can easily just pull out of the trade, but look at this. Momentum just sunk. Okay, and if momentum sinks, this is likely the outset of a trend. And you still have a lot more to go because price still hasn't hit the London low right here. And I'm almost certain it's going to come all the way down and hit that watch. It did it yesterday. It's going to do it again today. Boom, right there, guys. Just hit the London low. Amazing how that works. Price really, really, really respects this zone right here. Now, if we're right in our analysis, guys, you can hop off right here if you wanted to, but the way I like to trade, and if I'm looking at a lower time frame chart, and if I'm in a trend, I'm going to ride that trend all the way through and through. This is one of the nice things about the 2-minute chart is that it allows you to see the trend component of the move with absolute clarity, with no ambiguity whatsoever. Here, guys, you have the beginning of cycle number 1, because if price just went into trend mode right here, then what's this? This is the end of cycle 1, which means that if this is the end of cycle 1, you just kind of retrace back. This is the beginning of cycle 1. And it's totally a cycle because you can see the sine wave formation coming down along with cycle. Okay, so this is cycle 1 right here. It ends over here, which means that we're probably going to get a second cycle to the downside once the cyan line crosses below the 0 line right here. Okay, that's how it works. So here we go, guys. This point of external liquidity right here just hit, and you can tell that it hit where the yellow line is, okay? And this is also a point of internal liquidity right here where the pink line is at. So you have both internal and external at a very extreme level, and you're also at the London low with cycle coming down. And what that tells you is that price is likely going to continue its trajectory to the downside. And there we go, guys. You've got the commencement of cycle number 2 right there. Bingo, and it's just continuing to go down. So what's going on with our 60-minute time frame? Let me go ahead and bring that bad boy down right here to add some context, okay? We noted on the 15-minute time frame that price went into trend mode, so we held in. We ignored this switch to the upside. Look what happened with cycle and momentum right there, guys. It hit, they kissed goodbye, and they both came down. You can't get a cleaner cycle than this to the downside right there. Now, of course, on the 60-minute, price is probably going to stall a little bit right here because this is a major point of external liquidity as measured by the blue line right there, and it's also at the London low. But cycle hasn't completed its rotation to the downside, so there is still more right there, guys. Look at this. Bam. Okay, there's still going to be another rotation there to the downside. If you wanted to get out of the trade right here to lock in profits at the end of cycle number 2,
Order filled.
absolutely, why not? Okay, we know we're going to have another rotation. Let me stop it because this is a very critical point that you guys need to understand, okay? Here on the 60-minute time frame, we have two confluences that are completely favoring the continuation of a short move to the downside. You've got CYMO right here where the cycle component hasn't closed yet, okay, and it's going to close whenever the cycle line crosses above the yellow line right there. And you've got PredictMO going below the 0 line right there. So you've got this and this saying to you, hey man, there's still going to be continuation to the downside. Knowing that there's going to be continuation to the downside, okay guys, remember these are 1-hour bars. How many 15-minute candles do we have in a 1-hour bar of the 60-minute candles? We got 4, right? So if we got 4 bars on the 15-minute for every 1-hour candle, guys, and this is pointing down, this is telling you that you still have more room to go on the move to the downside right here. Now, granted, you just closed the end of cycle number 2. If there's going to be any move to the downside, I want to see cycle turn around and at least cross the 0 line right there. So let's see if that happens. And we just have to wait for cycle to come back down. It's almost there. Okay. We just broke through the London low right there, guys. And if we broke through the London low, this is going to continue its trajectory down. Okay. Remember, we still had about, what, 4 more bars left in the move, okay, in that 1-hour candle. So the moment that this bad boy crosses below the 0 line, that is an entry to go short. It's that simple. So you would start looking for your entries on your There you go, right there. Just cross below the 0 line, okay?
Order filled.
This is where you take your trade. You start looking for your entries on the 3-minute time frame for a nice cycle entry. And there we go. Let me just put a little arrow right there. And on the clock here, guys, this would be at about 3:30 in the afternoon. And there we go. Cycle hasn't completed its rotation. We will get out the moment it crosses above the 0 line. 60-minute time frame is holding up like a champ. Okay, so the market's going to close in about 3 minutes here. And so what I'd probably do is just blow out of the
Order
chart
filled.
right there. Nice $1,500 clip. And that's the end of the session right there, guys, okay? That's how it's done.
Wow, did you see that? That's what you call precision.
And that is what real algorithmic trading looks like right there, guys, okay? Now, if you're part of our tribe, okay, your homework is going to be very, very simple, guys. Open the 60-minute chart of the NQ, plot CYMO, plot PredictMO, and then mark structure, okay? Mark the exact points where PredictMO crossed the 0 line and you took your entries here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, you want to identify these zones. This is very important, and then go to your 3-minute chart and replay the entries. Okay, you can always screenshot your work and send it over to me to refine your execution. This is a reason why I love you guys sending over your screenshots, because this is how the pros train. They don't just watch. They mark, they label, and they execute. This is all a process of refinement, and this is the reason we come on here every day to help you fine-tune the lens in which through you see the market. Okay, guys? Now, listen, everyone else, it's November 4th, and the year is nearly over. The opportunities? Not so much. We've got traders using these exact tools, CYMO, PredictMO, VWAP, everything you see here, stacking up high 6-figure accounts. Why? Because they plugged in. They booked the one-on-one sessions. They followed the system, and they didn't waste time another month watching YouTube trying to figure it out, okay? Listen, guys, you get 2 free one-on-one sessions with your 7-day free trial, completely free. And that's where we customize the tools to your setup, your risk profile, your market preferences, okay? You're on trial, and if you're on trial right now and you're not using the one-on-ones, you're robbing yourself. And this is what the big boys in our tribe are doing. They're not winging it. They're dialing it in, guys, okay? So if these are tools you want to take out for a test drive, no problem. Hit the links in my bio. You guys can get them for a 7-day test drive and see how these tools transform your trading.